Hi everybody, my name is Opie, you're on my channel, you're listening to this video, or you're watching this video, it doesn't matter to me. Either way, I'm going to be talking about the Sharingan from Naruto. So if you would like, please hit that notification bell, that subscribe button, share for more, leave a comment, I don't care what you do. Just be sure to enjoy the video. That was a fucking glade. The fuck you! A little bit of a background history, just for those who do not know what the Sharingan is. The Sharingan is a dojutsu or a Genkai Genkai of the Uchiha family. It is passed down from Hagoromo and Indra. Now, first off, we got to talk about the main stages of the Sharingan. We got the first Tomo, second Tomo, and the fully active third Tomo, which is considered to be a fully complete Sharingan. Now, the Sharingan has different abilities depending on who you are, but that doesn't come later until you have access to the Mangekyo Sharingan. And while the Mangekyo Sharingan does give people enhanced abilities and enhanced jutsu based on their eyes, they do also have a specific set of abilities that everybody gains access to. For example, being able to predict minor muscle movements, being able to copy hand signs, copy jutsu, being able to detect even the most minor movement from a person like writing a pencil, or being able to copy people's entire taijutsu techniques, like how Sasuke was able to copy Rock Lee's frontal lotus and was able to turn into the lion's barrage. Now, while in most instances the Sharingan gives you the ability of high perception, being able to track muscle movements, etc., there is another ability that the Sharingan does give somebody, and that's the ability of hypnosis, or the ability to use genjutsu. While several genjutsu are very powerful in their own right, some people like Itachi have the ability to use some various genjutsu, like the Tsukuyomi, which was so powerful that Kakashi felt like that he was being tortured for well over 72 hours, when in actuality he was only being tortured mentally for only a couple of seconds. Also, while we're on the subject, let's just talk about Kakashi Hatake and why he has a Sharingan to begin with. Okay, so back in the day, during the Third Great Ninja War, Kakashi had a teammate named Obito, who had just recently awakened his Sharingan due to the intense pressure of him almost dying, and was so perceptive with this Sharingan that he was able to see through a camouflage jutsu. Unfortunately, a giant-ass rock lands on top of Obito, and as a present to Kakashi, he gives him his Sharingan eye to replace the eye that Kakashi lost while saving his ass from a stone ninja. And he uses the Sharingan for the next well over 14 years of his life, copying over 1,000 jutsu and managing to perfect the Chidori. With the only real caveat of the Sharingan being that since he's not an Uchiha and he doesn't have the natural, chakra or Genkai Genkai bloodline, he can't really turn off the Sharingan whenever he likes. So it's always on, and he has to blind it to keep it from draining his chakra, because if you're not an Uchiha, it takes a lot of chakra to maintain the Sharingan. Now, since we've talked about the actual, Sharingan in full, I guess we need to talk about the Mangekyo Sharingan, which is going to be crazy, so hold your horses. So the Mangekyo Sharingan basically is developed whenever someone experiences enough trauma or enough traumatizing experiences to actually force their Sharingan to develop into a Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, the only real difference between the ordinary Sharingan and the Mangekyo Sharingan is the ability of providing new jutsu to the individual based on, honestly, happenstance, or whatever ability that they get blessed with. So, abilities such as Amaterasu, Koto Amatsukami, Tsukuyomi, and many, many more that we've seen in filler, part anime, and also in video games. And also, the shape of your eyes change into a completely different shape, kind of like a pinwheel. I feel like I should have also mentioned that. Now, there's a multitude of ways that you can get your Mangekyo Sharingan. For example, watching your best friend die, watching your lover die, watching your teammates and your comrades die, etc., etc., etc. As long as it's traumatic enough, you can just unlock a Mangekyo Sharingan like that. And now it's time for the best discussion part of this video, the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So the most notable thing that you have to know about the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is two things. One, only two people have ever awakened the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, that being Sasuke and Madara. And two, the only way to get an Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan is if you switch out your eyes, with your sibling's eyes. Which means that, yeah, not a lot of people can have open access to the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. On top of the fact that using the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan does not give you the side effects of using the actual Mangekyo Sharingan, which, with overuse, could cause you to go blind and permanently lose your eyesight, on top of permanently being able to lose your ability to use the Sharingan in the first place. And finally, with all that out of the way, we are getting down to the last one, known as the Renegon. Now, to put this simply, the Renegon can typically be awakened by gaining the chakra of Hagoromo, either by reproducing it from combining the chakra of Hagoromo's sons, Inkra and Asura, or by directly receiving the chakra for the Renegon from Hagoromo himself. Or you can do it the Madara way, which would be biting Hashirama Senju, having his DNA, and then using his DNA after you're resurrected to create the Renegon from your Mangekyo Sharingan. And while having possession over the Renegon, you also gain access to the Six Paths technique, which allows you to control the Diva path, the Asura path, the human path, the animal path, or the Petra path, as well as the Naraka path, and distributing the Six Paths of Pain to 6 bodies of your choice. Now, you could do this, or you could just keep all 6 of them for yourself, because, you know, why wouldn't you? But either way, the Renegon is extremely overpowered, but if you're like Sasuke over here, you can then adapt your internal Mangekyo Sharingan with Hagoromo's DNA and absorb the power of the 6 paths to use the Rene Sharingan, which can even counter the infinite Tsukuyomi, which is supposed to be the most powerful genjutsu in all of creation. And with all that being said, I think that is all of the eyes of the Sharingan. Either way, if you like this kind of content, please hit that notification bell, that subscribe button, share for more. Do whatever you like. I don't mind. This video took way longer than I expected. Holy shit.